Good morning, beautiful person. Greetings from beautiful, sunny, chilly Winnipeg. A crazy continental climate. They're going to have plus double digits temperatures the rest of the week, but today it's like -6 right now. So go figure. Anyway, my name is Hadassah Vitar. I'm a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help beautiful people like you choose life. And what do I mean by that? My mother passed away at the age of 69 from complications of diabetes, and she never got to see my kids grow up. And it's not because she didn't know how to take care of herself, it's because she had different priorities until it was too late. And I don't want that to happen to me, and I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why I'm here talking to you right now. So today I have a bit of a controversial topic. And it's interesting, I spent quite a while thinking about how to phrase the description because I don't want to give the wrong impression. But you know what? I probably will give the wrong impression, and that's just what it is. And it has to do with what you tell your subconscious and how you talk about your circumstances. Okay, so right now, here in Manitoba, we are experiencing a nasty spike in COVID cases. Last night was Halloween. A lot of people canceled their Halloween. They put up signs saying no treats tonight, sorry. We actually, what we did is, we don't go out. And my youngest is going to be 18 shortly. But we never have gone out for Halloween. I was laughing, saying to my daughter that the people who were buying candy to give to their kids in the house were basically doing what we've always done, which is to buy kosher candy and have the kids hand it out and eat it themselves. So my daughter spent some time filling and packing little bags of treats, and she handed them out with tongs, and that's basically what we did. We didn't get anywhere near as many kids as we normally do, so the leftover bags will go to somewhere that can use them, but because they ain't staying in my house, let me tell you. Excuse me. But so a lot of my friends on Facebook were posting sad stories and sad pictures about canceled Halloween and so on. And I do empathize with them, and I do feel their pain if they felt that they needed to do that. And I'm not judging whoever decided that bags and masks and tongs were not good enough, and it looked like the groups that we had at the door were all siblings. But whatever, that's not the point. It's about how we talk to our subconscious, and that's the things that we repeat on a daily basis. Okay, so now I am absolutely in favor of us knowing the facts and knowing the truth and knowing the circumstances and making choices for smart choices for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our community. Right now, there's absolutely no question that we all need to take a step back, and that's what we are. Well, we already were doing quite a bit, but my daughter's going to be having her 18th birthday in a couple of weeks, and we will probably not be able to go out for dinner. That's what it is. We'll figure something out. We'll celebrate her anyway. But here's the thing. Just because it's a time where the circumstances are what they are and everyone needs to do the sensible thing does not mean that we are at the end times and that people need to continually repeat dire things. And this is where it gets a little controversial, because yes, we do need to be aware of what the circumstances actually are. And I am extremely grateful to our local reporters who do a great job of extracting information from a reluctant conservative government that basically is taking what I'm about to talk about to the wrong extreme, in my opinion, actually trying to hide what's going on because they don't want people to be upset with them. That's not what I'm talking about here, okay? I'm not talking about hiding. I'm not talking about lying. What I am talking about, though, is not constantly repeating to yourself, good morning. Not constantly repeating to yourself constant dire predictions and dire things that whip up your emotions to, there's a crow up in that tree. Oh, of course you can't see it because I've got it the other way. See if I can. All right, this is complicated. Never mind. You can probably hear it though. It's quite beautiful actually. Did you hear that? So anyway, I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about hiding information. I think we should have all the information and we should have it in a timely fashion and we should have transparency. And I am quite displeased with our current government, for which I did not vote. But that's a whole different story. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is taking stock of what is and not letting it become an obsession, not letting it become craziness, not letting it become hysteria. Okay? Yes, we all need to wear masks when we go out. You don't need to spend your time posting on Facebook about all the terrible people who don't, because you're not actually making any difference, because the people who should be reading this are not reading it anyway. All you're doing is making yourself miserable, increasing the general negativity on Facebook, of which there is plenty this week. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to stay away from Twitter this week altogether, because Twitter is always a fire hose and a cesspool, but it's going to be really bad this week. But anyway, here's the thing. Yes, assess what's going on. Yes, make your decisions based on information, and it is the duty of our public health officials and really the government to tell us exactly what's going on and to make recommendations and to create public health orders that are suitable to the situation. What's not necessary is to make ourselves crazy and to make ourselves live in a huge flame, if you will, of negativity. You don't need to tell your subconscious that things are terrible, 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 because the more you repeat how terrible things are, the more your subconscious is going to believe that. And the more you are going to, first of all, be miserable. You're under no obligation to be miserable. Seriously. My condolences if you've lost a loved one, and grief is grief, and I completely honor that, and I send you my condolences. I'm not talking about grief. I'm talking about people who are whipping themselves up into a frenzy of anxiety. And again, if you have clinical anxiety, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are using the power of their own words against themselves and others. So I want to suggest to you that you might want to consider watching your language. And you don't need to use hyperbole. You don't need to whip up yourself and others into a frenzy of negativity. It's bad enough as it is, you know? Let's not make it worse with the power of our words and the power of our imagination and what we impress on our subconscious, which takes everything at face value. It doesn't understand hyperbole. It doesn't understand sarcasm or irony. All it understands is that if you say, things are terrible, it will say, okay, I guess she wants things to be terrible. Let's not go there. So anyway, just wanted to talk about that. Just a reminder, I have a mailing list, which is 1 email a week with mindset stuff, not usually this stern. And if you would like to receive 1 email a week with mindset stuff from me, just drop me a message and I'll be happy to add you to it. You have a great day. Remember, I love you. Talk to you again soon.